Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today we're in the data center because I want to mess around with some more hardware for my Chia storage server. Not as much the Chia today, but it's still a Chia storage server, but I was showing you this graphics card that I wanted to put in there, and that's because that's kind of the only server that I have where that graphics card will fit in. And there is already a pretty good graphics card in there, but this one is just a tad better. So we're going to be taking out the AMD Radeon RX 480 and putting in this Nvidia GTX 1070Ti. So yeah, we're gonna try that. Also, I have been messing around with the storage on this box. This is just Windows Update telling me that we have installed the updates and we're now ready to reboot. Thank you very much. I have made here, I put all of my drives just in one big pool, and it adds up to 629 terabytes. I have some drives that are not in yet, so yeah, there are 68 drives there. Some of them are these 2 terabyte SSDs, and they shouldn't really be there, but I try to put them all in there and make a drive, and I lose a lot of space building that drive. So I'm a bit curious on what is going on there, but we're gonna hide that until later. So we're gonna tell it to reboot, and well, we are actually just gonna tell it to shut down, because then we can put in that graphics card. We're just gonna close that and we're gonna shut it down. Update and shut down. This is planned. We're planning this. We're good to go. Shutting down. Been around the back and I have disconnected the cable to the server, so now it should slide out. Come on, girl. Yes, sir. It's a little bit extra noisy in here today because the weather is awesome outside, so the temperature is higher, so fans are spinning. Oh, I forgot about that. We also have this mining card in there. I forgot that was in there. But we're gonna take this one out. Let's just check the RX 480. Yeah, we're gonna take that out. It should just pop out. And it does. So here is the card. It's a nice card. It has done well in there. It has been doing folding at home. A lot of it. So 8-pin connector, we're gonna reuse that. We're gonna, let's see, we need to, this is a weird system, you press those back and then they come up and the card comes out. And the new card is ever so slightly longer, so let's see if we are able to do this. I think it's about a centimeter or a centimeter and a half longer, and it has 3 fans instead of 2 fans, so that is quite an upgrade. It might even have RGB. On the riser card there is 2 X16 PCI Express slots, but actually only one of them is a real X16. The top one, you can see that it supplies 75 watts right there, whereas the other one, it's kind of a fake one. The connection is good enough, but it's only an X8. It can do X8, X4, X1, and it only supplies 25 watts to the card that you put in here. So we need to put it in the top one to get our 75 watts. So I'll just pop that in. I haven't had this in, so I have no idea if this will work. It's an Asus card. I should have shown you the numbers, shouldn't I? Let's just pop it out and check the numbers. Oop. Don't want it flying anywhere. Here is the numbers for those following along at home. There. That's going to be interesting. It's gonna take up all the space over here, that's for sure. Oh, there is a plastic thing. There is no room for that plastic thing. Oh dear. I don't think we're gonna make it. This thing is too high. And this one, well, this one we can get out of the way. But yeah, it bottoms out right here. So this is not level at all. So we have run into issues there. This server also does not have the room for it. I could go and remove the fans and alter the card or put on water cooling, and I know that you would all love to see that, but I'm just gonna admit defeat, and unfortunately this card does not fit in my otherwise awesome Lenovo x3650 Model 5. So yeah, back to the drawing board. There's a height difference between the two cards as well. Kind of see this one disappears. There is at least, oh, there's about a finger's wide different in height at the very back here. So yeah, that is what is messing with me. So that's too bad. I really like that idea. So there is another slot over here, but here we get into trouble with the height of the card. It won't fit up here at all. So that's a no-go too. It's barely that this one fits. Okay, the AMD Radeon card is back in. Thought we should just have a little look at our HBA here. It's an LSI HBA. I believe it's the 9207-8E. It's an OK HBA. I would really like a new one. I was looking at buying a Lenovo HBA for this server, but they were well, rather expensive. If anyone has a Lenovo HBA or RAID card with external connections, I am all ears. So okay, let's close this up again. If anyone is in doubt, I can assure you that it's lovely and warm behind the servers today. So we're gonna close that off again, so that it doesn't recirculate. I have reconnected everything, and it's booting up in the background. The IMM is booting up, but I think it's safe to boot it up now, and we should see if it well, there's already something on there. Cool. So now that I couldn't put in that other graphics card, I thought that I would install the drivers for it here, and I ran into a little bit of an issue because it doesn't really want to install on server 2019. But I remember getting around this. It's a bit of an older driver that I'm trying to put on here. Don't think I need anything newer, but it will probably update when I get in there. But it fails. It does it in Danish, but yeah, it says that it couldn't install. But it has extracted all the drivers. So if we go in here in the device manager, I should be able to take the card, and I'm hoping that it's that one, and update drivers and point it to the right directory where the drivers are located. So, and if we include subdirectories, let's see if it doesn't pick up the drivers. Nope, we need to do it again. I have the problem that I might have two different graphics cards. I also have that mining card in there, so I think I'll try and install that first, and then try this afterwards. Okay, the Nvidia P106090 installed without a glitch, and clearly shows that I was installing drivers on the wrong device. So naturally it's just me being an idiot. So we'll try this again with the AMD. So maybe that PCI device is something completely different. So let's try this one up here instead and update drivers on that one. It likes that a lot better, or at least it looks after it. Doesn't immediately says no. That was a success. So I was just double an idiot. Still have that PCI driver. Have no idea what that is at the moment, but graphics cards are installed. Nice. In here at my storage pool, I added all the drives to this one single pool, and that's not how I want it, because right now also those SSDs are added, and they definitely shouldn't go there. So I'm gonna remove that drive again and delete the pool. So we're gonna delete the virtual drive on it. Yes, 450 gigabytes out of 629. Yeah, there is losses there. There, that's gone. So we can now delete our pool. Yes. Okay, it managed to delete that pool. So we're gonna right click here and create a new pool. And we're gonna call it Megastore again. Oh, we're gonna call it Mega Pool. There we are. And it's gonna be located on this server. Nice. And here are all the drives that are available. So this time I'm gonna select all of the drives, but I'm gonna go through and remove all the SSDs. Let's see. Oh, that would be... They're all at the bottom. That's cool. That's way less work for me. There. So now it sees 618 terabytes. Next. And we're just gonna create that. We can try and create a virtual disk on them. There, and okay. We're gonna call that Mega Disk. Next. And we're gonna, let's see, simple. I would not recommend that. There is no security whatsoever. Then there is mirror, that is very wasteful in space. And then there is partition, which is very acting up for me right now. So, but right now let's just do simple, and it will data is stripped across physical drives, maximum capacity and increased to output, but decreasing reliability. Yeah, if you lose a drive, you lose everything. So not a good thing. Let's do fixed and see how much we can put on there. There, it actually says 618 terabytes. So we can do a drive that takes all the space. Here it says 633 terabytes. Well, but it's in gigabytes. There's a lot of them. There's 633,000 gigabytes. So let's try and see if it does it. So it did it, and we can create a volume on top of that. I'm not gonna do that because this is not the way to go. Yes, cancel. Let's see, we should have a virtual disk down here. Refresh. We have a 618 terabyte volume or drive. I haven't created the volume, so yeah. It does use all the drives, but it adds up all of these numbers, where a 10 terabyte drive is only 9.10 and a 12 terabyte is 10.9. So it doesn't look as if it is as much, but it does add up all of it. Okay, so I created a new disk. It's 100 terabytes and I made it as a RAID 5. I know that's not great. You lose a lot of space with the security, and this is just for Chia mining, so it's not as if it will just normally suck if you lose everything. So I just switched over to my Chia plotting farming at the moment server, the Asus ECS 4000 Gen 2. You can see I am at 287 Chia thingies plots, and it's taking up 28.4 terabytes at the moment, and it's estimated that I will win 2 Chia coins within 5 months. Awesome! That is a long time. So I read the comments on my last video, and people was worried about that my storage could be too slow because this is a lottery, and every time there's a lottery they ask you, do you have this lottery ticket? Ish. That's not how it works, but it's ish how they do it. And you have like, I think it's like 28 seconds or something to return that lottery ticket and say yes, 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 I have it, I won. But if your storage where your lottery tickets is too slow, you might not see it. So let's check my So my storage for this is in here. Storage pool. We have this 54.6 terabytes drive that we made. We still have some available. And there is 40 terabytes in a drive that I made. So it's running in Microsoft storage pools. Let's just check that. Here it is, the NVMe drive. We need to, I'm not using that at the moment, so we can safely delete that. Yes, it kept crapping up on me, so I stopped using it. The same thing with the RAM drive. That was, well, it was okay, but it's compared to the SSDs, it didn't make much sense. But we have our Mega Drive here. And yeah. So after doing plotting for a couple of weeks, or maybe 3, I have 11.5 terabytes available on those 40 terabytes that I put in there. Plus I can expand it with some more space. But is it fast enough? I came across another YouTube channel that was testing this. And first you have to go into the Chia thing. That's C drive and user, and I am the administrator, and Chia, and in here, and config. There's a config file, and somewhere in that config file it says that logs. Standard it sets to warnings, I think it's called, with big capital letters. And if you put in info, E-N-F-O, it logs more information, and you need to do that to check those times. Yes, here it is, it's log level, and I have changed it to info, and before it was warnings, meaning that before it was only logging if there was a warning something had gone wrong. Now it logs more. I need to delete the log file at some point, it's getting rather big. But let's get out of that again. There was some more helpful stuff in that YouTube video. He had made a little PowerShell script which will take the log file and it would show you in green colors if there was something wrong with the times. So all the green ones are fine and there is nothing wrong. It's answering quick enough. There you have to get some stuff. First you have to install a package that will do this, and it needed another package. Get Chia Harvester Activity. If we do that, it will tell us all the times. That's the times here, and they should hopefully be under half a second. That was what his goal was, and mine are fine, so no problem there whatsoever. But as this list of stuff is pretty irritating to look at, oh, there it goes again. There's this Chia Harvester Watcher, and if we run that one, it will show us in green colors how it actually looks, and that was very helpful. I'll try and put some links in the description so you go and check out his video. It's if you need this, go check it out. If you don't need this, never mind. So that was what I thought we should look at today. We started with this failure, which was a sad thing. I will have to find another thingy to put that in. I apparently do not have a server where it will fit, so I might have to put it in my workstation or something like that. But I have a really good card in the workstation already. We have reached the end of the video, so I'll take this opportunity to promote my Patreon a little bit, where you can hang out with me on Discord. So all patrons get access to me on Discord. I am not there every night, but I pop in at night. Today is Sunday. I usually edit the videos for Tuesday, and then I pop in on Discord for the rest of the night. That is one of the perks of being a patron. Also, I do a What's Up video every Sunday for the patrons that are on the $3 a month tier. It varies. Sometimes the $1 a tier gets the video as well. Just because I'm not very good at finding benefits for the $1 a month tier, they sometimes get access to the same video. So today, Sunday, there will be a Patreon video. I haven't missed one yet. We're at 228 Patreon videos, I believe. So there's a lot of extra stuff there, and often patrons get a little bit different stuff than what you see here on YouTube. But yeah, promoting that. If you're not into this Chia mining stuff, don't worry about it, just take it for the hardware. This is a fun thing to use your hardware for, and see if you can optimize and maximize it, and then at some point move on to the next thing. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again. And I am very much looking forward to getting out of here. It's hot like downstairs, in here. Have a nice day. Bye bye.